Hello student, good morning to everyone. Today I will take your class as mathematics and the topic is integer, and today I will discuss with you the properties of integer, that is the properties of addition, the properties of subtraction, like as the properties of multiplication, and similarly the properties of division. So let's start the class. And first of all, I'm describing with the properties of addition. So let's start the class. First of all, I'm writing the name, the properties of addition. Please note it down. Addition. First property is closure property. Closure property. What is closure property? If we take a positive integer or a negative integer, that is, we take an integer a and we are adding another integer with b with a, then the result will be c, that is, it is also an integer, that is, it is an integer. For example, if we write plus 10, that is plus 10 is an integer, plus 2, the result will be 12, that is, this is also an integer. This is the property, that is closure property. If we add two numbers or two integers, then the result is also an integer. Another example, you can take minus 7 plus 9. The result will be plus 2, and this is also belongs to integer. This is also belongs to an integer. Clear? That is, for all a comma b belongs to integer, then the property, but then the result a plus b is also in integer. This is our closure property. Clear? Next, commutative property. What is commutative property? Look at commutative property. This property is, if we add two numbers, then the result is equal to adding second number with first number, both are equal. This is called commutative property. That is, in these cases we observe that if a and b are two integers, then a plus b equal to b plus a. This is a commutative property. For example, we can write, if we add 5 plus 3, the answer is 8. Similarly, if we take 3 plus 5, the answer will be same, that is 8. So we can say 5 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 5. This is called commutative property. Here you can write, for all a comma b belongs to integer. This is called for all. This sign is called for all. A comma b, this sign is called belongs to. Belongs to. Okay. Another example, you can write minus 10 plus minus 20. The value is minus 30. Similarly, if we write first of all minus 20, then minus 10. The result will be same, that is minus 30. That is both are equal. This is called our commutative property. Next part, that is associative property. What is associative property? Associative property. If we take three integers a, b and c, then we can write a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. That is, the grouping is changed but the result is similar. That is, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. This is called associative property. Now let us check the example. For example, we can write example number 1. Here we can write three integers, suppose 2, 7 and 9. This is our integers. First of all, 2 plus 7 plus 9, that is, this will 9 plus 9, that is, the answer will be 18. Similarly, if we take 2 plus 7 plus 9, 2 plus 7 plus 9 is 16, that is, the answer is 18. Both are equal. This is called associative property, and you have to write the property a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. This is called associative property. Is this clear to you? Next part, additive property. Let us check what is additive property. Number 4. Additive property. If we take an integer a, that is, a belongs to integer, then a plus 0 equal to 0 plus a equal to a. This is called additive property. Here 0 is called the identity or additive identity of integers. Here 0 is called additive identity of integers. For example, we can write let us take a number, let 50, then we can check this property, that is 50 plus 0 is 50 and 0 plus 50 is also 50. That is, we can write here 50 plus 0 equal to 0 plus 50 equal to 50. Here 0 is our additive identity of integers. Okay, we can write this property as the name of additive property. Next part is additive inverse. Additive inverse. Similarly, if we take a number a which is belongs to an integer, then we can write a plus minus a equal to minus a plus a equal to 0. That is the additive identity. For example, you can write any of the number which is additive. Suppose, or let 7, then 7 plus minus 7 equal to 0, and similarly minus 7 plus 7 equal to 0. That is, A is additive inverse of minus A, or minus A is additive inverse of A, as both the sum is, calculate the value is 0. That is, we can write A is additive inverse of minus A, and minus A is additive inverse of plus A. Clear? Okay, next part. Next part is property of 1. Next part, property of 1. What is the property of 1? Let us assume that A be an integer, that is A belongs to integer, then A plus 1 gives the value of successor of A, that is A plus 1 gives the successor of A. For example, we can write, for example, let A equal to 4, then check the value. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, that is the successor of 4. Similarly, if we take A equals to minus 7, this is also an integer, but this is a negative integer, then we can check minus 7 plus 1, the answer will be minus 6. That is, minus 6 is successor of minus 7. For example, this is the property of 1. Check in this table: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. That is, 5 is successor of 4. Similarly, minus 1, minus 2, minus 6, here minus 7. That is, minus 6 is successor of minus 7. So this property is called the property of 1. Next, properties of subtraction, that is commutative property, closure property, associative property, property of 0, and property of 1. Let's start. Write down the heading, properties of subtraction. First property, closure property. Number 1, closure property. What is closure property? In general, if we take two integers, that is A and B, then A minus B is also belongs to an integer. That is, if we write A minus B equal to C, then we can say C is an integer, or mathematically C belongs to integer. For example, let A equal to 5, B equal to 10, then the value of A minus B, that is 5 minus 10, is minus 5. That is, this is an integer, that is a minus b is belongs to integer. This is called our closure property. That is, for all a and b, if we take a and b as an integer, then a minus b, then the result a minus b is also belongs to in integer. This is called our closure property. Next part is commutative property of subtraction. Point number 2, write down in your exercise book. Commutative property similarly, if we take a and b, that is a and b belongs to integer, then we check what is a and b. A minus b not equal to b minus a. Why? We can check. For example, let a equal to 5 and b equal to 7, then the value a minus b equal to 5 minus 7, that is minus 2, but b minus a, that is 7 minus 5 equal to 2, that is 2 not equal to minus 2, that is a minus b not equal to b minus a. That is, in subtracting of the integers, the commutative property does not hold. Okay, here we can say the commutative property does not hold in subtraction method. Okay, next part. So my dear student, this is commutative property, and commutative property does not hold for subtraction. Similarly, we can check the property of associative property. So let's start. The heading will be associative property. Let a, b and c belongs to integer, then a minus b minus c, and here a minus b minus c is both equal or not? Not equal to. That is, associative property is not hold for subtraction, or here we can say, for example, an integer, for example, let a equal to 2, b equal to 3 and c equal to 4. You can change the value of ABC. You can take minus number or plus number, anything else. First of all, we write down a minus b minus c. Put the value 2 minus 3 minus 4, that is minus 1 minus 4, that is answer will be minus 5, and a minus b minus c equal to, putting the value 2 minus 3 minus 4, that is 2 minus 1, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Hence we can write minus 5 not equal to 3. That is, associative property does not hold for subtraction method of integers. You can say by an example. Next property is properties of 0 and properties of 1. Now let properties of 0. Number 4, property of 0. That is, let a belongs to integer, that is a is an integer, then a minus 0 equal to a, that is 0 is subtracted from a, then the value or the result will be same. For example, let a equals to 7, then 7 minus 0 equal to 7, that is the property of 0. Next, property of 1. Property of 1. Similarly, let a belongs to an integer, then a minus 1 is the predecessor of a. A minus 1 is the same predecessor of 1 of a. For example, a equal to 7, then we can write 7 minus 1, that is 6. If we check in line table, 0, 1, 2, 5, 3, 6, 6, 7, that is 6 is predecessor of 7. Similarly, if we take a equal to minus 2, then minus 2 minus 1, that is a minus 1 equal to minus 3 is also predecessor of a. So these are the properties of addition and properties of subtraction in integer. Next, we can check the properties of multiplication in integer. So my dear student, our next part is properties of multiplication of integers, that is we can write the heading name or here, properties of multiplication. Number 1, first property is closure property. Number 1, first property is closure property for multiplication. That is, similarly, if we take two numbers a and b from integers, let a and b belongs to integers, then we can say the product of a and b is also an integer. That means the integers are closed under multiplication. For example, we can write, for example, let a equal to 10, b equal to 5, then AB, that is the product of a and b, that is 10 into 5 is 50, that is 50 belongs to integer, and we can say 50 is a positive integer. That is, closure property holds for multiplication. Next part, commutative property. Next part is commutative property. Property number 2, commutative property. Which is commutative property for multiplication? Similarly, let a and b belongs to integer, then the product of a and b is equal to the product of b and a. This is called commutative property for multiplication. For example, you can say a equal to 2, b equal to 5, then a into b, that is 2 into 5, that is 10, and similarly b into a equal to 5 into 2, that is 10, that is a into b is b into a. So we can say commutative property holds for multiplication method. Next part is distributive property. Next property is distributive property. What is distributive property? Point number 3, distributive property. Let A, B and C belongs to integers. Then we can say A into B plus C equal to AB plus AC, that is distributive property of addition, and A into B minus C, that is AB minus AC, that is distributive property for subtraction. For example, now we can check. Let A equal to 2, B equal to 3, C equal to 4. Then A into B plus C. What is the value? 2 into 3 plus 4. That is 2 into 7. That is 14 will be the answer. Similarly, now we can check AB plus AC. That is 2 into 3 plus 2 into 4. That is 6 plus 8. That is 14. Hence, we can say A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. That is distributive property holds for addition under multiplication. Similarly, now we can check distributive property of subtraction. Then we can say A into B minus C, that is 2 into minus 1, that is the value will be minus 2, and AB minus AC, that is here minus, here minus, and 6 minus 8, that is minus 2. That is distributive property of subtraction under multiplication is also holds. So these are the properties of multiplication. Next part is multiplicative identity. Next part is, my dear student, multiplicative identity. Write down the name multiplicative identity. Point number 4. What is multiplicative identity? Saying that if we take A belongs to integer, that is A is any integer, then we can say A into 1 equal to 1 into A equal to A. That is multiplicative identity, it's hold under multiplication. For example, let A equal to 10, then we can say 10 into 1 equal to 1 into 10 equal to 10. That is 1 is multiplicative identity. This is our multiplicative identity. Next, property of 0. Next, property of 0. What is property of 0? Similarly, let A belongs to an integer, then the property of 0 says that A into 0 equal to 0 into A equal to 0. For example, if we take A equal to any integer, you can say 10 or 100 or 1000, then we can say 10 into 0 is 0, 0 into 10 is 0, that is this property holds. Next, our next part is property of minus 1. Property of minus 1. property of minus 1. Let a belongs to an integer, then we can say a into minus 1 equal to minus 1 into a, that is minus a, that is additive inverse of a, that is additive inverse of a. That is, if we multiply minus 1 to any integer, say positive or negative, then we can get the additive inverse of that integer. For example, let a equal to 5, then checking the value, 5 into minus 1 equal to minus 1 into 5, that is minus 5. Here minus 5 is additive inverse of 5. Thus we can find additive inverse of any integer, say positive integer or negative integer, by multiplying minus 1 with that integer. So this is our property of multiplication, and the class is end. If you have any problem in this full class, please comment in the comment box. So this is the property of multiplication, and with this property of multiplication I am ending the full class. If you have any problem in the episode or in this class, you can comment in the comment box. I will check the comment and I will solve your problems in the next class. So take care and bye bye.